Good morning, participants. We are welcome you to the another informative and innovative session on the application in the part of applications of IoT in mechanical engineering. Here we are in the fourth day of the sessions and to share their knowledge on the development of the app. Very interesting topic. Ms. Sri Lakshmi and Dr. Ravindra Babu is here to share their knowledge and making us a app developer in the field of IoT by using this IoT. So explore yourself and learn to your maximum possible extent. Without any hesitation, we welcome you, Dr. Sri Lakshmi and Dr. Ravindra Babu, onto the stage. Session is yours to make us the app developers.
Sir introduced me as a doctor. I am not that. I am just assistant professor. So today's our topic is MIT App Inventor. Okay. So before going to the MIT App Inventor, what is meant by app? We are using the term app. So what is meant by app? WhatsApp. So it is the application. App means it is the application. It is a piece of software. Okay, application, it is a piece of software. It is installed in our mobile phones or laptops. We are using that particular application. Okay, app means the application. It is a piece of software that is installed in our mobile phone or laptops. We are using that one. Okay, so today's the internet. Okay, so internet is a familiar word and we are using everyone. Okay, everyone, a lot of people, a large number of people are connected to the internet. So while they are developing the business and connected to the large number of people also. So everywhere is the internet. Okay, so by using that internet, they are developing their own business. Okay, so for that particular business, they need some. For example, I have the boutique. Okay, so for a number of designs, I have to display. Okay, so to display the items and cost, I have to use some medium. Okay, so for that particular medium, I am using particular application. Okay, so I have to develop that application. Okay, so some people are not directly develop that application, so we have to use the developers. Okay, so our developers when we are reaching the developers, so the cost of that one is very increased. Okay, so to reduce that one, and also so the developers are not reached at the remote place also, so we have to develop our application only. Okay, so it is the just MIT is the application development programming tool. Okay, it is a application programming development tool. Okay, so MIT app. So we can develop the applications for Android phones using web browser and a connected phone. Okay, so by using the browser, okay, I am saying by using the browser, so I have to install that MIT App Inventor from the Google. Okay, so we search in the Google MIT App Inventor. Okay, so it develops the application for our mobile phones, Android phones. Okay, not only the Android phones, for any mobile we can develop different applications. Okay, so what is the use of this app inventor means? Okay, we have to keep our track of projects here. Okay, so by using some softwares, we are performing only one program only or one project only. Okay, but in this MIT app inventor, we have to keep track of files, track of projects of our own project. Okay, so MIT app inventor. Okay, so these are the steps we have to follow while we are using the MIT app. Okay, so before going to these steps, all of you go search on Google. Go to the Google. So you can do simultaneously, then only you can understand this app development. So you can Google MIT App Inventor. So the first one, MIT App Inventor. So all of you Google MIT App Inventor. So you can click on that one. So then it appears like this one. This is the browser. You have to click on first one, MIT App Inventor. So next here it is the Create Apps. Create Apps. You can click on Create Apps. You can click on Create Apps. It directs to the our Gmail account. Actually, it directs to the Gmail account. Already I had done so many of projects in this MIT app. Okay. Okay, that's why it directly logged on, logging into the My MIT App Inventor account. Okay, so it directs to the Google account. So you can enter through your Gmail account or your college mail official address account also. Start new project. Start new project. So before going to the project, so here there are the 3 blocks in that particular diagram. Okay, in that particular window, it represents 3 blocks. Okay, designer block and block editor. Designer and blocks. So that particular window consists of mainly 3 functions of the blocks. Okay, so first one is the designer block. So in projects, start the new project, you can give any name to your project name. Okay, here I am performing the talk to me. Okay, here my project is here. So text to voice conversion. Okay, text to voice conversion. Okay, so how to perform that function? We have to select the sum of the components. Okay, you can put any name to your project. Okay, you can give any name to your project. Then we click on OK. So that particular window represents 3 functional blocks. Observe that window. It represents 3 functional blocks. First one is the designer block, and next one is the blocks editor. Sir, can I continue? Okay. So here at the corner, designer block and block editor. Okay. So in designer, when we are click on designer, so it represents palette, viewer and components. Okay, so in palette there is a user interface blocks. In palette user interface blocks, palette. Okay, in the palette it contains the user interface blocks. Okay, here, so depending on our application we have to select these ones. Okay, buttons, checkbox, image, label, picker, list view, notepad. And here I am doing the project talk to me. Okay, so when the button is pressed, so it has to perform some function. Okay, for that purpose I am using the button. Okay, so otherwise you have to choose the sensors also. Okay, so here there are the number of sensors also. So temperature sensor. So at the bottom, layout, media, drawing and animation, maps, charts, sensors, social, storage, connectivity. Okay, so you can use the sensors also. Okay, so depending on our application we have to choose the component. So that one has to drag and drop option only. Okay, those components has to be drag and drop. Okay, no need to write the code for that particular block. Okay, so the components has to be selected from this palette. Okay, so at the right side, so what is the component here we are selected? What is the component here we are selected? Button. Okay, for example I am taking the button. Okay, so the properties of this button will be represents here. Properties. Okay, so the background of color. Okay, so if I want to change the color, okay, I can use the color, background of the color. Okay, so font bold, font size. For example, I have to change the size. Okay, 25. So the properties of this button will be represented here. Okay, so width and the text. Okay, we want to change that particular text. Name of button one we can use here. We have to change here text. If you want to replace the name of any component, we have to choose in properties. We have to change in properties. We have to change that properties. So we have to align at the center, and also we have to change the text color also. We have to change the text color also. At the properties, we have to change the components properties like width, center alignment or top, corner or color of that particular text. We have to modify in properties block. Sir, mainly this window contains the designer block and block editor. Okay, so in designer block we have to choose the components. Okay, now what are the components required for our application? Okay, so if you want to change the properties of that component, we can modify in this properties. Okay, so when we are coming to this blocks editor, so it gives the behavior of that particular component. Okay, we can write any algorithm to selected component in the block editor. Okay, all of you got the point? So the main window contains the two blocks, designer block and block editor. Okay, in designer block it represents the components. Okay, so in block editor it represents the behavior of that particular component. That means the algorithm and code of what is the function it has to perform, that relevant logic will be implemented in the block editor. Okay, so next we have to build that component, we have to connect that one, that project. Okay, so the designer block and the block editor, these two will be connected through our mobile phone. Okay, so how to we are opening the app inventor? So we have to download the MIT app inventor in our mobile phone also. Okay, so this is the basics of MIT app inventor. Mainly it contains the three functions. One is the designer block functionality and next is the block editor, and we have to connect it. It performs the three functions. In designer block we have to implement what are the components required for our applications. We have to choose from this palette. Okay, so next in editor block editor, it represents the behavior and algorithms and code of that particular component. Okay, so next these two will be connected to our mobile phone, where MIT app inventor means it develops the application through a browser and it is connected to the mobile phone. Okay, what is the component we are selected there, it will represent in our mobile phone. Through the mobile phone we can operate that functionality. Okay, through the mobile phone we can operate the functionality. Okay, so we have to download MIT app in our mobile phone also. MIT app inventor. Play Store. You can go through the Play Store. So MIT AI2 companion వస్తుంది సార్ మీకు మొబైల్లో ప్లే స్టోర్లో వచ్చేసరికి MIT AI2 companion. You have to download that one in our mobile phone. So from here onwards I am starting my app development, that is the talk to me. So what is the message given that can be converted into the voice, text to speech conversion. Okay, so my first app is the text to speech conversion. Okay, so here I am starting from new project again. So here my project title is mobile first install చేయండి సార్. నేను అసలు ప్రాజెక్ట్ న్యూ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఇక్కడ నుండి నేను అసలు దానికి డెవలప్ చేస్తున్నాను సార్. టెక్స్ట్ టు స్పీచ్ కన్వర్షన్ యాప్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఫస్ట్ వన్. ఇంతకు ముందు జస్ట్ చూపించాను. In mobile you have to download that MIT app inventor. AI2 companion. ఇప్పుడు నేను మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేసి న్యూ విండో పెట్టుకున్నాను అంతే, అదే కంటిన్యూషన్. టాక్ టు మీ సార్, టాక్ టు మీ ఓన్లీ సార్. స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామా? స్టార్టింగ్ సార్ ఇది బేసిక్ మీరు డెవలప్ చేస్తేనే నెక్స్ట్ హోమ్ ఆటోమేషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా? సో వీ కెన్ కంట్రోల్ LED light, fan, TV switch and off. Okay, so we have to create the server also in that one. So the basic we have to understand. Okay, so first ఇక్కడ డిజైన్ చేస్తే ఇంకా మనం ఏదైనా సరే, so we have to create the calculator, thermometer. We can use the different types of sensors also. Already inbuilt sensors are available in our mobile. Humidity, temperature will be coming. Okay? Yes sir. ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. హోమ్ ఆటోమేషన్ దీని నెక్స్ట్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది సార్. ఇది జస్ట్ సింపుల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. ఓకే, సో ఐఎమ్ చేంజింగ్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ బటన్. ఇది ప్రాపర్టీస్. text for button 1. Okay, so now you have to scan that QR code. So connect, in connect AI companion, you have to click on AI companion. In connect, you have to click AI companion, then open MIT app in your mobile phone, then you have to scan the QR code or enter the 6-digit code also.
Code ఎలా జనరేట్ అవుతుంది?
Scan
మొబైల్ స్కాన్
scan QR code. First ఇక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ చేసాం. స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ అయితే scan the QR code.
క్యూఆర్ కోడ్ ఎలా జనరేట్ అవుతుంది? ఏ కంపెనీ?
In connect, click on AI companion, then scan the QR code. Connect అని ఉంటుంది చూడండి. యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేశారు కదా.
You can see that in the mobile.
It will appear on your mobile phone. So when you are connect with your mobile phone, then that will be appear on your screen, mobile phone screen. So now we have to implement the logic for this one. We have to develop the code for this one. Sir, now you have to develop the code for this one. ఉంటుంది లేకుండా ఉండదు. So this button is for conversion of text to speech, right? So for that one I am choosing under this user interface there is a media. There is a media. User interface back down వచ్చేస్తే user interface down లో there is the media. So these all are the non-visible components. Okay, what is the component we are selecting? So the functionality of that particular component will be assigned by using this media components. Okay, so media components. Okay, so these are the non-visible components. These are not visible when I am pick and drop here. Those are not visible. Okay, so these will be displayed at the bottom of mobile. At the bottom of a mobile. Okay, so if any message or any call will be coming, then it disconnected. Okay, so again you have to connect that particular AI companion. Okay, so in media there are the different functions. Okay, so here I need conversion of text to speech, so I have to pick and drop here. So it will appear at the bottom of the mobile, non-visible component text to speech. In media, okay, under user interface there are layout, media, drawing and animation, maps, shots, sensors like this one. Okay, so according to my app, okay, so there is a media. I have to choose a media. In media, text to speech. Text to speech button. Okay, so it has to drag and drop here and it will appear at the bottom of the mobile. Okay, because this is a non-visible component and also it will be appears in the components list. Okay, at the right side what are the components used in the application will be appear there. Button 1, text to speech. Okay, text to speech. Okay, so next coming to the block editor. Okay, so here I am assigning what are the components I am using in the app. Okay, so next one is the block editor. We have to develop the code for that blocks. Okay, you can click on blocks. You can click on blocks. Right side designer pakkane block block editor. You can click on blocks. So at the left side, blocks, built-in, screen 1, button 1, text to speech, any component. Okay, what are the components we have selected? Those will be appears at the left side here. Okay, so for button 1, okay, you can click on button 1. Okay, so what is my app? So when the button is pressed, what is the message given? Okay, that has to be converted into the speech. Okay, and I have to press that button. Okay, so here the logic of the program can be implemented. Okay, so when button, so you can choose different loops laga undi chudandi. When button 1 click, do some functionality. When button 1 got focus, do particular functionality. When the button is pressed long press, then it perform some functionality. Okay, so there are the different conditions. Okay, here just I am taking while the button is pressing, then it has to convert it into the speech. Okay, so I am choosing the first one. So you have, so next one. So when button 1 is pressing, then it has to perform some functionality. That functionality is the text to speech. Okay, so then click on text to speech. Again it represents different functionalities. You can click on text to speech. On the left side there are the button 1 and text to speech. Okay, you have to click on text to speech. Next you have click on text to speech. So there are the different functionalities. There are the different functionalities. Okay, so the first case is the when text to speech after speaking. Okay, result will be appear after speaking. Okay, so what is the message I am giving here? It will be represents after speaking. After speaking, sometime the message will be represents on the screen. Okay, so here call text to speech. Just I have to convert that what is the message given into the speech. So I am selecting this one, call text to speech. Just drag and drop. So if it will set into that particular portion, then it makes a sound. Then only it will be fit into that one. So a sound lekapothe it does not does not operate in our program. Into వచ్చేస్తుంది, click sound రాకపోతే into వచ్చేస్తుంది. So it does not match to our functionality. Okay, so when button 1 is given, then it calls the text to speech. So what is the particular text? Okay, so that will be what message it has to be converted will be given into this one. Okay, so text and built-in kinda, after built-in there is a control, logic, math, text, list, dictionaries, colors, variables, procedures. Okay, so you have to select the text. Again there are the number of conditions. Okay, so I am just giving the what is the message I have to convert, that will be given in this double quotes. Okay, just double click on that one. Just double click on that one. We have to give the message here. Now you can give your message here. I am giving here welcome to PVP Siddhartha. So double click చేయండి లేదా డబుల్ క్లిక్ చేయండి. Okay, you can give the message there. Here I am giving the welcome to PVP Siddhartha Atal FDP. Okay. So next again you have to connect it. Okay, go to the connect it. So next you have to go to the connect it. So after giving the message, again you have to go to the connect a companion, scan the QR code. మళ్ళీ చేయాలి సార్. ఇప్పుడు మరి ఎడిట్ చేసాం కదా సార్. After giving the message, again you can go to the connect. You can go to the connect. If you want to change the text, you can change it and again rebuild the program. కాదు సార్, మీరు దీన్ని టచ్ చేయండి సార్, దీన్ని ఆ బటన్ ప్రెస్ చేయండి.
మీకు కూడా కొంచెం స్లో ఉంది అంతే 20% అయినా ఆ తర్వాత మంచిగా ఉంటుంది కదా ఆ మొబైల్ పెట్టుకుంటే అది 2 మంత్స్లో దాన్ని ఫిక్స్ చేస్తే.
సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్ అయిపోయింది కదా. అగైన్ గో టు ద కనెక్ట్. అంటే మనం ఎడిట్ చేసాం కదా మేడం, మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ బ్లాక్స్ యాడ్ చేసాం కదా. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద కాంపోనెంట్ యాడెడ్ ఇన్ అవర్ యాప్? సో ఇట్ విల్ అపియర్స్ ఆన్ అవర్ మొబైల్ ఆల్సో. సో నెక్స్ట్ ఫన్నీగా దీనికే ఏది వస్తే అది సార్, మనం ఏది ఇస్తే అది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు ఇది కండిషన్స్లో కూడా మనం ఆటోమొబైల్లో కానీ వేరే ఓటీ అప్లికేషన్స్లో యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే ఎలా ఈ మెసేజ్ మనం డ్రైవింగ్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు వైల్ వీఆర్ ఇన్ ద డ్రైవింగ్ వీఆర్ నాట్ కంట్రోలింగ్ ఎనీ ఎక్విప్మెంట్, ఏదైనా మొబైల్ ఫోన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు కాల్ చేయడం కానీ అలా ఏం చేయడం కాబట్టి యూ కెన్ సెండ్ ద మెసేజ్ త్రూ వాయిస్ మెసేజ్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ యూస్ దిస్ యాప్. యాప్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మీ లాగిన్లో సేవ్ అయిపోయి ఉంటాయి సార్. మీరు ఏమేమి చేశారు యాప్లో అన్నీ మనకి ఉంటాయి, ఎప్పుడు డేట్తో సహా ఇయర్తో సహా అన్నీ ఎప్పుడెప్పుడు చేసామో అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. సో నెక్స్ట్ సార్ దీనికి ఇంకా కొంచెం ఎక్స్టెన్షన్కి ఇంకా ఏ కాంపోనెంట్స్ యాడ్ చేయొచ్చు అంటే సెన్సార్స్, యాక్సిలరేషన్ సెన్సార్ యూజ్ చేసి మూమెంట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫోన్ ఇలా షేక్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, స్టాప్ షేకింగ్ మీ, ఏదో ఒక మెసేజ్ అనేది ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయండి. ఓకేనా? సో ఇక్కడ ఆల్రెడీ చేసాం కాబట్టి దీనికి ఇంకొక బ్లాక్ యాడ్ చేస్తే మనకి వస్తుంది. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు perform the temperature sensor operation also, you can do same room temperature, anything. So for that one you can go to the designer again, designer window. For this project only, for this app only, next step extension in designer, in sensors, in sensors, accelerometer sensor, you can drag and drop here. It is also a non-visible component. It will appear at the bottom of mobile phone.
Again blocks sensor.
ఏది ఈ డిజైనర్ బ్లాక్ తర్వాత. ఓకే, so next come to the block editor. So click on accelerometer sensor. So when I am shaking my mobile phone, so the message is stop shaking me. Okay, so for that operation I am selecting this window, this functionality, second one. When accelerometer is working, so then it has to perform some operation. స్పేస్ అదేం ఉంటుంది సార్, ఎక్కడైనా మనం పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. జస్ట్ ఇక్కడ సేమ్ కాంపోనెంట్ డూప్లికేట్ చేయాలంటే జస్ట్ ఆ కాంపోనెంట్ మీద క్లిక్ చేసి రైట్ క్లిక్ చేసి డూప్లికేట్ అని వస్తుంది, డూప్లికేట్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ ద సేమ్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ, okay, so just to click right click on that particular component, you can duplicate it, so where it is needed you can place there. So here the message I am changing, stop shaking me. So again go to the connect.
The next one is home automation, sir. So next experiment is home automation. So in home automation also we are having an app design. One is circuit, second one is making a server, third one is making mobile connection using mobile app. So finally writing a code and executing a code. So till now we used Arduino board. For home automation, whenever we are using over Wi-Fi, we are using ESP8266 board, sir. ESP8266 board. So this is the board we are using now. This is the board. So in this board we are having Wi-Fi interfacing. ESP8266. ESP8266. So in this board we are having Wi-Fi interfacing. So by using that Wi-Fi interfacing, we are connecting our signal to this board. ESP8266. So GPIO means general purpose input output pins, we call it as. GPIO means general purpose input and output pins. Okay. So first we will proceed to app, sir. So step 1, app. So we will do it simultaneously here also. So again create an app, new project, new app. New app. New app. Only app has new project. Start a new project. So in a palette, first we need to take a button, select button, drag and drop button 1. Same process. Screenshots. Button 1, button 2. So here we need 2 buttons here. So take 2 buttons, button 1 and button 2. Ready, sir? Ready, sir. 2 buttons. 2 buttons. Button 1, button 2. Next we need a web connectivity here. So go to connectivity. There we are having a web option. Button 1, button 2. And then select connectivity. Left side. Connectivity. Connectivity. So web is non-visible items are here also.
Web connectivity.
Connectivity. Web, select web, sir. So totally we need 2 buttons and 1 connectivity. Okay. So next designing section. Designing section. Designing section. Designing section. That means blocks.
Blocks.
Blocks. So blocks. So now we are writing logic for button 1, button 2 and web connectivity.
Click on button 1.
Next click on button 1. Select when button 1 click. Search screen మీద ఉంది, మీకు డౌట్ వస్తే అందుకే పెట్టాము. When button 1 click.
Do something operation. First one.
when button 1 click. సార్ డౌట్ వస్తే స్క్రీన్ మీద చూడండి సార్, మేము పెట్టించాం ఆల్రెడీ అంతే. సెలెక్ట్ వెన్ బటన్ 1 క్లిక్. నెక్స్ట్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ వెబ్ కనెక్టివిటీ. వెబ్ 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 సార్ వెబ్. సెట్ వెబ్ 1 URL 2. సెట్ వెబ్ 1 URL 2.
లాస్ట్ బట్ వన్ గ్రీన్ కలర్ లో ఉంటుంది సెట్ వెబ్ 1
సెట్ వెబ్ 1 URL 2
క్లిక్ చేస్తానండి.
at the end.
ఇది తీసుకుని అక్కడ పెడతాను.
సార్ సెట్ వెబ్ 1 URL లైక్ దట్ గ్రీన్ కలర్ లో మీకు ఉంటుంది సార్. సెట్ వెబ్ 1 URL 2. ఇంటూ మార్క్ వస్తుంది, ఇంకా ఉంది. You get into mark, it is not completed sir. Why? Because we need to connect our app to server. So we need to provide a server link here. Till now we are not connected to server. We need to create an account for server. Okay? So call web1 URL 2. In the end section, actually we need to place a channel feed here. Channel link pettukoవాలి. Server creation నుంచి వస్తుంది. All are interlinked here. Okay? So leave like that. Next, call web1 get. Again connect on web. Click on web.
క్లిక్ చేయండి.
వెబ్ వన్ తీస్తాను.
మళ్ళీ రెడ్ వన్ క్లిక్ చేయండి.
మనకు లింక్ పెండింగ్ ఉంటుంది సార్, ఎందుకంటే ఇంకా సర్వర్ క్రియేట్ చేయలేదు మనం.
You have added something below the web 1 to
కాల్ వెబ్ 1.
కాల్ web1 get.
కాల్ వెబ్ 1.
మనకు లింక్ పెండింగ్ ఉంటుంది సార్, ఆ లింక్ పెండింగ్ ఉంటుంది.
కాల్ వెబ్ 1.
యాప్ లో మనకి లింక్ పెండింగ్ ఉంటుంది. ఆఫ్టర్ సర్వర్ క్రియేషన్ విల్ ప్లేస్ దట్ లింక్. కింద కాల్ web1 we are calling
కంప్లీట్ కదా. ఇక్కడ ఇంటూ మార్క్ కనపడుతుంది.
call web1 get. ఓకేనా సార్? కాల్ web1 get. కింద సార్
కిందే పెట్టండి.
పెట్టండి.
కిందే
దాని కింద పెట్టేసేయండి. So this means we are connecting our app to our server via link. Now we need to generate a link here. Call web1 get. So అంతవరకు ఈ ప్రాసెస్ కంప్లీట్ అయిందండి అందరికీ. ఓకేనా? So next one is server creation. App is not yet completed. We completed half of the app. That's it. We need to generate a link, server connection. So generally we need a cloud in order to do the experiments. We need a cloud. So ThinkSpeak is a MATLAB related server cloud. They are providing 4 projects. They provide for 4 projects only. Okay. So we are using that. So go to Google. Go to Google. Click on ThinkSpeak. 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 So create an account, sir.
ThinkSpeak.
ThinkSpeak. ThinkSpeak.
login.
Go to Google, type ThinkSpeak. So first click చేయండి ThinkSpeak.
ఓకే అకౌంట్ కి పోతుందా?
Completed. So next we will get a screen like this. Click on channels. So your name, a channel is created with one name you are given. So LED on off. So here we are having private view, public view, channel settings, sharing, API keys, data import and export. We are using API keys here. API means application program interface keys. So through these keys we are reading and writing our program to via server to app. App key, server key, program key connections ఈ keys ద్వారా మనకు వెళ్తుంది అన్నమాట actually by using this cloud computing server. Okay na sir? So and it creates one channel ID also. You can observe channel ID there. Okay, we will write our channel ID, API keys in our program and click on API keys API keys. Okay, you can observe write API key, read API key, and links. Links వచ్చినాయి మేడం అక్కడ సైడ్ ఇక్కడ స్క్రీన్ షాట్ లో లేదు.
వచ్చింది.
You can observe on right side we are having links also.
Write the channel feed, read the channel feed.
ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది లేదా స్క్రీన్ షాట్ లో రైట్ సైడ్ లింక్స్ కూడా వస్తాయి.
MITR.
MITR.
Move to MITR. Sir, don't close. MITR.
Move to MITR. మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ పెండింగ్ పెట్టుంచాం సార్ ఇందాక లింక్ పెట్టాలని. సో go to text.
Go to text.
Go to text.
Left side of text.
On left side select to text. First one.
First one, sir.
Drag it.
Please drag it and place it at the end.
Link is placed.
Yes sir. So link is pasted in that box. Paste the link.
Paste it. Enter.
ఎలా కాపీ చేశారు
So totally we are taking two buttons. One is for on and another one is off. Okay, reverse logic, that's it. So we are duplicating our button. So click on right button one, right click ఇవ్వండి అందరూ. Just duplicate. మొత్తం. Right click, duplicate. So again same thing we are getting. So change button 1 to button 2 there. Change button 1 to button 2. Button 1 and రెండు వచ్చినాయి కదా సార్. రెండో బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయండి, బటన్ 2 వస్తుంది.
Same, sir. అదే same. Drag it out. Duplicate right. Button 1 వచ్చేసి 1 సార్. Button 1 is equal to 1. Button 2 దాంట్లో is equal to 0.
0 ఉంది, అది రీప్లేస్ చేసి 1 చేస్తాం.
ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో 1, సెకండ్ దాంట్లో 0.
ఒక బటన్ కి 1 ప్లస్ చేసుకోండి, ఇంకొక బటన్ కి 0 ప్లస్ చేసుకోండి.
0 ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది, మీరు చేయక్కర్లేదు. ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో బటన్ 1 దానికి is equal to 1 పెట్టుకోండి. లాస్ట్
బటన్ 2 సింప్లీ డూప్లికేట్ అండ్ చేంజ్ పారామీటర్స్.
Okay, ma'am, done.
Good afternoon to one and all. Welcome you all to the afternoon session for the second day of hands-on session. Now we are going to do the experiment for wireless module interface using a Bluetooth module. Basically we know that the Bluetooth module is various Bluetooth modules are available for us like HC05, HC06 etc. So the basic one is the HC05 Bluetooth module that we are using here for wireless communication with Bluetooth device enabled Bluetooth module enabled device such as smartphones. Here we are using the HC05 Bluetooth module which is used for the wireless communication with Bluetooth enabled devices such as, what are the various Bluetooth enabled devices? For example, smartphones. All of our smartphones are having Bluetooth module facility, right? So now we are using the Bluetooth module called HC05. How we can interface this HC05 Bluetooth module in order to interface with the microcontrollers such as Arduino, Raspberry Pi to transfer the data and also to receive the data. So here whatever the HC05 Bluetooth module that we are using is having the option of the functionality of both duplex communication, full duplex communication. It can able to send the data and also it can able to receive the data. So the main aim of the application now we are going to do is using this Bluetooth module, we are interfacing the Bluetooth module with the Arduino board to transfer the data using the mobile terminal. Why? Because we are using our mobile terminal, it is having the facility of Bluetooth module, right? So again we are using our mobile terminal in order to control the LED on and off using the Bluetooth module with respect to the two main components. One is the Bluetooth module HC05, another one is the Arduino, and how we can interface this HC05 with respect to the Arduino. We are using some program. So with respect to this program commands, we are going to connect the HC05 module with the Arduino board, whereas to check to verify the application of that Bluetooth module, here we are using our mobile terminal. Already just few minutes back KPRK sir have given you commands how to install the basic mobile terminal app in your mobile. So using that mobile app we can control the we can check the commands with respect to what we are giving in our type command mode in the basic mobile terminal on the serial monitor of the Arduino board. Clear? So various components that we are mainly required to check this application is the basic one is Arduino Uno board, and second one is Bluetooth module HC05. Here HC05 is having the capability of having the range less than 100 meters, depends upon the transmitter, receiver, type of the environment, atmosphere and also geographic coordinates. And if we are using Wi-Fi module, then we go with the ESP8266, but here we are using only Bluetooth module. Just keep on mind that only we are using the Bluetooth module HC05, and if we are using LED to control on and off, then we go with the LED. Now here already you have done various programs using LED, how to control LED on and off. Now we are going to use the various commands if we are giving through our mobile terminal, whether those commands are transferred serially to the Arduino board, that is Arduino IDE software, it is having the ability to display those commands or not, that we are going to check now. Right. Then using jumper wise breadboard, computer loaded with Arduino IDE software. So these are the main components which are required to verify this application. Clear all of you? So just now we already discussed about the HC05, which is a basic Bluetooth module which is used for wireless communications with Bluetooth module enabled devices such as smartphones. So now let us consider the Bluetooth module diagrammatical representation. I think all of you are having the Bluetooth modules in your apparatus bag. So just check once. You are having various pins. The first pin is enable pin. The name itself implies which is used to enable the HC05. Here the HC05 Bluetooth module is able to operate in two modes. One is the master mode, another one is the slave mode. And at the same time, it is used to operate in the data mode and also in the command mode. So default for our application, here any application default it is set to operate in the slave mode. And also default it is used to operate in the data mode. That means data mode in the sense which is used to transfer the data and used to receive the data. Right. So if this pin is enabled high, if it is given a high value, then it is able to operate in the AT command mode. That is AT command mode is used to operate the HC module. Parameters to be varied. We can able to check various parameters. We can able to set various parameters in the HC module. That is not our concept now. That just we are using the HC05 module, whether it is having the application ability to transfer the data and to receive the data. So it is default connected in the slave mode, in the data mode. Clear. And second one is the VCC. We know that for every module, for every device, it has to operate with some power supply. So the basic power supply which is required for this HC05 module is plus or minus plus 5 volts, less than or equal to plus 5 volts. And ground terminal is connected to the system ground terminal. And here it is having two terminals, again transmitter and receiver. So the name itself implies the transmitter terminal is used to transmit the data. through the wireless module, that is Bluetooth module, to the connected external device. And the receiver terminal is used to receive the data which is coming from the external device to the Bluetooth module. Okay, provided with the required circuit. And next, last one is state, which is used to check whether this Bluetooth module is working or not. If this Bluetooth module is working, then automatically you can able to observe a blinking LED will be displayed in your board. Bluetooth module, if it is in the working state, then default it shows blinking of a small LED in it. If you connect the circuit, then you can able to observe whether the HC05 module is working or not. Right? So that is the pin which is used to check whether the Bluetooth is working properly or not. So the procedure to do this experiment is already KPRPs have given you the procedure. First connect the circuit according to the program that is given already. We have shared the program to all of you in yesterday's session. So use that program, just dump the program in your Arduino IDE software and then select the board type and port. We all know that default before executing the any program with any application, we have to check whether the board is properly selected or not and the port is properly selected or not. So first check whether you are having the Arduino IDE software and then check with the port and board selection and then dump the program that we have already given you. So using the program, we are having only 2 connections here. Mainly 2 connections, 2 and 3 pins. In the Arduino board, 2 and 3 pins we are having. If you observe the program, then you can able to know what we are going to do. Write and upload the program. Next, to observe the operation of this HC05 module, we have to install the basic mobile terminal app. Already you all installed in your mobiles, right? So using that mobile app, we have to check for the paired device. Why? Because I am having here my HC05. You are having your HC05 with your mobile terminal in your mobile. So you have to pair those devices using Bluetooth. By enabling the Bluetooth, you have to pair your Bluetooth device with your basic mobile terminal. మీ మొబైల్ని మీ బేసిక్ బ్లూటూత్ టెర్మినల్ కనెక్ట్ చేయాలండి. బ్లూటూత్ ఆప్షన్ని ఎనేబుల్ చేసుకొని బ్లూటూత్ ఆప్షన్ ఉంది కదా. Then data is sent from the smartphone. Now if you use the smartphone by giving the various commands, you can observe on the serial monitor. The only condition here we have to remember is the baud rate. Whatever the baud rate that you are giving in your program, that must be matched with the baud rate that you are using in your serial monitor. After uploading the program, the main thing you have to keep in your mind is whatever the baud rate that you are giving in your program, that should be matched with the serial monitor baud rate. Otherwise, if there is a mismatch of this baud rate, then no data will be transferred and no data will be received. And the maximum number of bits we can send through the baud rate is 38,400. Here we are using 9,600. Why we are using 9,600 means here we are using it in the data mode and we are using it in the slave mode. So it can operate only with respect to 9,600 baud rate is enough. Right? That's why we have defaultly we have set 9,600 baud rate. Clear all of you? This is the source code already we have shown you. We have shared you. Create object named Bluetooth of the software serial. See here you are using 2 bits, 2 and 3 from the Bluetooth module. Second pin is connected to the receiver of the Arduino board and third pin of the Arduino board is connected to the Bluetooth. And just dump the basic terminal app and then check for the whatever the command that you are giving in the type command mode, whether it is displayed on the serial monitor or not.
That is change the boards. Last time we used ESP866 and board selection is also not empty. So change the board.
Change the board to the Arduino Uno.
3 conditions must be checked before executing. The first one is port selection, second one is the board selection and third one is the baud rate.
Select or to do the data communication. Only one person at a time. That is the biggest problem. Only one person.
Mobile app, the procedure for mobile app already you have done, but again I will give it in steps.
So that's why only one person should be need to enable the Bluetooth and then they need to communicate.
If everybody enables your Bluetooth module, then we cannot able to find whether your module is responding to your mobile or to others' mobile also it responds. Right? So please be aware of
only
that.
one person has to enable the Bluetooth.
What is that?
Yes, for HC05 module, once it is downloaded, that pin number is either 4 zeros or 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 zeros or 1 zero. the pin number. It is going to ask for the pin number. It can be 4 kilos or 1, 2, 3, 4. 90% it is 4 kilos.
No, you can, no sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the default pin.
అందరూ ఒకేసారి మొత్తం ఆన్ చేయకండి.
ఎవరు అందరూ ఒకసారి ఆన్ చేస్తే ఎవరో హాయ్ చెప్తే మీ దాంట్లో డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది. మీరు వెల్కమ్ అని చెప్తే పక్కన డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది. అంటే ఎవరి డివైస్ తో పెయిర్ అయితే ఎస్ డివైస్ రైట్. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The pin number is 1, 2, 3, 4.